Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome back to Dwarf Fortress, and we just had a pretty close call. So, at the end of the last episode, I was working on getting the floodgate up, and I wired those up, and I got the last wall. If you look over on the left side, you can see I've got the two walls and the floodgates. I just finished that, and I paused right when it was done, and I came over here and said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and channel down. We're gonna get this little tunnel made, and so if I go down, you can see I had basically assigned this to be channeled, and then here I was just going to run it over, build a floodgate to block it up. I was going to tunnel from the stairs and then just wall it back in, build a floodgate, and then it would be done. And then later I could come and dig after the floodgate, all the channeling, all I want, and then I could flip open the floodgate. And basically, right when I assigned the channeling activity, I guess, right when I assigned that, the water just suddenly, poof, it was back. So yes, very close call. So anyway, I can go ahead and cancel those. You can see at the bottom it says inaccessible, so that's fine. Nobody's going to try and swim out there and dig, but you can see that the water is being held up. So I'm going to go ahead and run this really quick because this is the first time I've run it. Now it still shows some steam. Okay, so I guess that was the last bit of water falling off, but there you go. You can see it's fully stopped right now. We have sevens across the board. It looks like sevens are still pushing their way slowly down here, and that's the goal. Is just I want this to be sevens, at least down to this area. It will thin out as it hits the edge. It won't go seven all the way to the end, but cool. That's looking like it got me exactly what I wanted. So that way I can actually make like this whole corner like a fishing area and water gathering for now. But the cool thing is that we do have the water freeze over, so I can know next time as soon as it freezes over, I can get all of that done as far as digging down and getting some water down in there. Now I don't have to wait for the water to be frozen. I could, for example, set up a floodgate over here, like kind of dig out here, dig the channeling down, and then dig this out and build one. I think you can build it with the water in it. So I could set that up as its own little side channel, but I like the idea of it being under the water, so you really didn't see it. So anyway, we'll see how that goes, but check that out. We have a full flow of water now. So yeah, I'm very glad we did this, and I forgot, somebody recommended I do this. I'm sorry to whoever it was that recommended this, who said, hey, you could dam up the waterfall and let it run around. But very good idea, got me what I wanted in this case, so thanks for that. And otherwise, you can see our idlers are back to 33, so some of the things that we had people doing, they've completed now. You can see the food is, or the getting an area for these mushrooms is definitely going to be a thing. We have some space here, it looks like, fortunately. But I'm going to go ahead and pause this, because I'm kind of curious why... oh, because the extract is first? Is that the problem? Let's go ahead and do this and cancel that. I want the brew drink. I don't want that suspended. And... although we don't have that issue here. Let's go ahead and do that. One of the things I don't know is that if somebody's trying to do something and they run out of materials and so it says it's suspended, once the materials are available, will it become unsuspended? Will they automatically start going? Now, I'm assuming not, because we can see Stevie has jumped right into this now and is now brewing the drink, even though it was suspended. I had to go in and say it's not suspended anymore. And it kind of makes sense, because if you suspend an activity, you don't want the game unsuspending it for you. So I guess it just doesn't have a way of knowing that, that the system suspended it and should undo it when it can. So I guess it's a thing you just have to keep an eye out for. I'm going to bring up the status. You can see our drinks got really low. We're at 10 now. Food is definitely cool. We're doing good on food. But that said, meat and fish, we don't have any. And I think part of that stems from we haven't been able to fish for a while with the frozen water. So one of the first things I'm going to want to do is set up that area up there. And we have a lot of rotting... Let's pause this really quick. We have some food causing a problem, or something that's rotting. It might clear itself up. It might have just been a temporary something that got stored and shouldn't have. And I do have some things moving around as well. We've got bones and everything, and I've actually changed the way those are going to get stored, so hopefully those get moved. But anyway, sorry, I know I'm all over the place. We got some more metals coming in here too, or the amethyst. But anyway, it looks like we actually had Tito. We lost Tito the bone carver. He's been found frozen. Huh, that's not cool. Where did he freeze at? Let's zoom to him. Oh no, did he fall in the water somehow? That's not cool. Now the water did suddenly come on, and I did have the channeling thing on there. The interesting thing is that he would appear in this area, which is where the waterfall essentially is. Let's see. Let me go down again. I guess I could have just moved over from there because I thought it was over here. Let's see. Red Panda's mangled body. So anyway, it said that he was out here. Let's go ahead and do that again. We're going to zoom to the location. Okay, so he is down. His parts have, I guess, flowed down and may have even gone. Here we go. I think it's here. Or we have sturgeon. So anyway, I don't know. It's zoomed us to here, although I'm not entirely sure where his body is. But anyway, that's no good. He must have got caught in the water once it turned on. Probably what happened was he was coming to the channel, got washed over, and then has since washed down to a new area down there. So anyway, sorry about that, Tito. Very sorry to have lost you, but learning from the past mistakes of ghosts and all, we should probably set up a slab for him. So we've got stone smoothing going on here. You can see that's kind of happening over on the left screen. You see some of the tiles are showing up. So I've got all of this area to be smooth, which we can then engrave. But let's jump down here one more level and see about placing a stone. We're going to build, I think it's Alt-S, if I recall. And we do have a slab, that's good. We'll go ahead and place this one here. That slab. It didn't seem as though it was dedicated to anyone that we had that set up before. So anyway, I think I have to actually do the engraving stone. I keep forgetting that part, but we'll get that set up in a minute. Okay, so I've been around doing all kinds of miscellaneous things, trying to clean things up. You can see the fortifications coming up here. The stairs I just started, so they're starting to dig their way down. What I did was I actually have the stairs going down. If you look on the left screen, Stonesense side, it basically goes all the way down, and I have it stopping at the water level. Just kind of arbitrary. I'm gonna stop it down there, and then that might be the point at which I move over and then continue the stairs down farther. So anyway, that's kind of set up. Obviously we have the the stone smoothing going on, and we can get into the engraving pretty soon. But with the slab stuff, I realized what my issue was. The way the slabs work is not exactly what I imagined. I thought that you could make plain slabs and then you could make engraved slabs. But basically, you just put the regular slabs down, and then the craft dwarf, you basically give him the task to engrave a stone. He goes to that stone and engraves it, versus making, taking a finished slab and then engraving it and then placing it. So anyway, that's all figured out now. So we now have one for Tito, and when I was going to do the one for Tito, I realized that Edward was an option in there who had not been memorialized yet. So anyway, Edward Derpy Hands and Tito now have their slabs in here, so that's all coming along quite well. Let's go ahead and let people continue doing what they're doing. So I want to get this dug down. I definitely need to do some mining, because a lot of the stuff I've been doing has been using the stone, the limestone, and I'm pretty much out. You can see I have this going, the stone being moved into here, more wood, the metal ores and everything here, the crystals, stuff like that. I even set up an area for clay here. I don't even know that I have clay, but I thought, if I end up running into some, then I want to have a place for that. So that's now got a spot. And let's see. The miasma problem I had up here was actually this water buffalo corpse. And I don't know why it hasn't been moved yet. Probably because this area still allows those kinds of things. I didn't mean to hit A. So I don't know why. I thought I actually took this out. I took off corpses, and refuse, those things are turned off as well. I guess remains? Maybe I need to turn that off. Oh, sure, let's do that. So anyway, hopefully that'll get moved, but for now I guess it's not stinking up the place. Maybe it went through its stinky phase, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, let's see. I really want to get this the area dug down and get this figured out. Let's go ahead and follow this down and see where they're at. See if they've hit bottom yet. Yep, there's the bottom. at least on the floor I'm in now, I guess I was thinking I would go one more down. But on this one, I actually stop it. So these stairs are only stairs that go up. They don't go up and down. So let's go ahead and mine out a little path. Something like this ought to be good enough. And then, actually, then we would have a 3x3 for the stairs. So that's what we'll do there. And then what this allows us to do is you come all the way down, stop, you'd walk across a hallway, and then before it would go down farther, and then I can open the area up and do more fortifications, kind of make this more defensive, make this a defensive area, so that I've got another point that somebody would have to kind of go through in order to make it here. So I think that'll be cool. We have Zan down here digging, and Id, two unnamed characters. But, so yeah, we're going to let them do that. In fact, I might, here pretty soon, it looks like the game is saving. I might actually, and the game may crash. Actually, this has crashed before, so let me, no, we're back. Let me hit resume. Okay, I've had it crash on a save before. But what I might do is actually, I might determine, or I might set this floor here. It is slate, which is kind of cool. I could really mine this out, use it for strip mining and getting slate and start using slate in different materials. Otherwise, I could come up into where it's not slate, it gets back into the limestone, you know, maybe the last level before it hits slate. So for example, I could mine this area out. In fact, I think that's what I might do, because a lot of what I have is limestone already. I think I might set this to be really mined out. So let's actually do that now. I'm going to do kind of a 3 wide to here, and then I'll start setting out these lines, you know, like this, for example. And if I go every 2, that lets me see what's here, lets me see what's here, going back to Minecraft days, right? So anyway, I might just start this, something like this, because there are things I have set in motion. I have things planned to be made that I would like to use that limestone. So anyway, that's cool. We'll get that going. I'm trying to keep people busy. You can see our idlers right now is mid-20s. Definitely could do better there, but still better than we were doing before. Much better. Okay, I think this will be pretty cool. Basically, I've got floors being made. You can see I actually took the outer wall out and did a new wall inside of here. Kind of on the Stonesense side, it wraps around this. So I've exposed the corner. I'm putting down some stone floor. Okay, and we discovered a cavern. That's gonna be a thing. Let me jump back up to the top, and we'll go ahead and come back down to that in a minute. I do want to check that out. But basically, I've got the stone floor going on here, and I did almost like a dock, right? I thought, you know what, let's just do a wood dock here, and that kind of makes sense because we'll do some fishing there. Now, I am 2 away from the edge. I don't know if that makes it any easier for any other creatures. I feel like they either can swim or they can't, so this probably isn't a problem. I will be putting a door in here. We can actually go ahead and do that now. Build door, and do limestone's fine. So there, we'll get a door set for that. And then, yeah, we'll just have this area. We'll designate it for fishing. You could get water from here as well. I think that'll be pretty cool. Put some right by the stairs so they can just go right down and drop the fish off down in the down in our stockpile. So I think this is going to work out pretty cool. If I go up above, I think I'm going to wrap the fortification around here as well. In fact, I could just do that now. B, Shift C, Shift F, right? Look at this. I actually am getting better at this. So we'll line that up there. Diorite's fine. No. Did I do limestone with these? Hold on a second. I kind of want to do it the same. So let's see. I'm trying to think. And do I want to wrap this all the way around? That's the question. So we do have limestone there. I think because of the way this kind of steps in, I think I do want to just do that. I think I'll just do it right to this point. That might make it look like this was intentionally jagged. We'll know the truth. But so there we go. We're going to do that. We are going to do limestone. We'll come down here. Whoops. And Shift Enter. So there you go. That'll wrap the fortification around so that we can actually be behind this side firing down into this area as well. And I may end up going all the way around to this too. I'm not sure, but I think that'll be good enough for now. But what we need to do is get down and look at that cavern. But you know what? Please forgive me, but I think we're going to go ahead and save that to next time because we are getting a little long on this and I want to explore that cave a bit. So I hope you guys come back next time when we dive around the cavern down there. It's very dangerous. There can be a lot of creatures down there. Once you've hit it and kind of exposed that, if I have fully exposed it, I may need to fully block that off. until we're ready to go down in there, but I'm pretty excited because caverns are awesome. Very cool. Anyway, like I said, stay tuned next time. I appreciate you guys being here watching as always, and we'll see you then.